clip yesterday, or not a news clip, a press release, where they said they will be updating us every 2 hourly, which they duly didn't do. And, we're in the dark. And the bottom line of that was, you all must prepare yourself for 24 hours to 48 hours of no water. Now, that in itself is a problem, because you can imagine that people maybe stockpiled water, but they didn't anticipate that long. Now, a big area of mine is affected, and the reservoirs seem to be running dry around us now, because I've even heard the Eriton Reservoir is dry. And as part of my ward, which is fed by that tower, is also now having no water, which they had water right up until yesterday morning sometimes. So I fear that the water is not getting pumped through as we've been promised. But nobody would acknowledge that. Nobody can tell us, and nobody will tell us, hey, this reservoir is full to this capacity, or this reservoir is empty. They just keep us in the dark, because I don't think they want to tell us the truth. But you know what? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, and let's wait and see.
Well, talking about keeping people in the dark, Stuart, I'm sitting right now without electricity, and we've been sitting without electricity since 2 a.m. And yesterday it was another 12 hours from 10 p.m. until 10 a.m. And like you say, promises, promises, promises. And it actually makes it difficult, because we were promised that we should have electricity restored by the latest 8 a.m. They will give us updates every half an hour, but it's just not materializing. And without this communication, and without sticking to what they say they will be doing, timelines, it just makes it very, very difficult for people to cope.
Yes, I have to agree with you. All we ask, and that what I'd like to do, is keep my residents informed, so we can form contingency plans. I mean, people are already asking me, am I going to have water for the weekend? I'm not sure. Must I say to people, well, plan for not having water for the weekend? Your case, electricity. But I would like to extend my hand out to you and say, give me all the details. Let us see what we can do, because it shouldn't take that long. Electricity should be restored, and they're normally very good. When we're struggling, and I know yesterday it rained, and it could have affected the amount of the service we could give out during the day. It was okay, but nighttime, I think they struggled. So if you say, give me all that detail, I'll chase it up from my side and just get hold of the team. I know who's on duty this morning, because I communicated with him, and then we can help you in that aspect. But yeah, it is a problem. We are struggling, and there's other underlying currents that cause these problems. I'm just so worried that if we don't form our council requirements, we could be even in deeper trouble. But let's see what materializes on Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. And hopefully we put the city in a governable situation.
Yes. Now, also, Stuart, you being the first point of call, because you are the local ward councillor, sometimes it would put you in an awkward or in a difficult situation, because you are on the ground, you are liaising with the people that are affected. So basically, you're caught in the middle, you're caught between a rock and a hard place. And sometimes it becomes extremely difficult when you have no information, you have a lack of information, or at the same time, if you are made promises that are not materializing.
Yes, that puts us in a very difficult situation, and the residents don't always understand that. And I'm as reliant. I'm your client liaising officer between, let's say, the resident and the city of Johannesburg's entity. Now, I'm totally reliant on what they give me, and some people sometimes think I'm the call center, and I understand in the situation that you phone because you need to know. I must have fielded more than 200 calls yesterday. I sat up till, if I set your 1:15 to get through all my WhatsApps now, they come in so fast and furious that you can't get to the bottom of them. And yeah, my job is to relay the information I get now. It is very slow and very unconfirmed, and it's very iffy at very best. So, to give me a blanket reply in the morning to say, wait for the press release, you know how vague that is. And then you get a press release that says stuff like 24 hours to 48 hours. Then people want to know since when. Well, it started yesterday morning at let's say just after 8 o'clock when the COO of Joburg Water was on CNNA, and we had to rely on that message to disseminate it to our residents during the day. And you know what? We never got anything else from them, and it's very difficult because people just want to be kept in the loop. Even if I tell them the same story 4 hours later, that's news to them. And I don't want to be in the business of manufacturing stuff. So I try and get answers from people, and when they don't answer, it's very difficult because what do I tell people?
Well, certainly, Stuart, and I know it's not easy, it's not difficult, but unfortunately, that goes with the territory as well, because you have obviously chosen to represent your ward, you have chosen to represent the community, and I know it's tough, but sometimes there isn't much you can do about it.
Yeah, there isn't really much, but you can never give up the fight because the residents have put their faith in you and they've made you their champion. So you've always got to try and find some answers. Now, as I said, you go to different angles to try and find something, but you never know, are they talking the same story? Because sometimes the different departments tell you something else, and I'm not in the business of spreading fake news or sensational news or news that is unconfirmed. So I wait till I can get some positive and speak to somebody reliable that can give me stuff. So yeah, you know what, it is what it is, and I'd gladly do the job because it's just, well, I don't want to make myself special, but you have to be a little bit thick-skinned and you have to be a little bit committed to the cause if you're doing this job, because I can tell you the rewards is not in the money, and it's not. The reward is in when people phone me and thank you for stuff. And I must say, sometimes I get a lot of messages, and that's rewarding and just makes you want to keep going and try harder all the time.
Well, Stuart, thank you very much for that, for the update and for your time with us this morning here on News and Views on Cllr Media. We wish you all the best. Please take care.
To your listeners as well, and yourself, sir, have a great day, and hopefully we get the water restored sooner than later, but we'll keep on trying.
Ward 54 Councillor Stuart Marais, providing us with an update out of Robertsham this morning. The time is just gone 8:32 a.m. We come back and we will be taking a look at the announcement regarding interest rates in South Africa.
Durban, KwaZulu-Natal has been the hardest hit